So, game one, bringing Veil offense. Either a Tinkaton or Ting Lu lead. I could see him being Spikes Ting Lu, Rocks Tinkaton, Boots Bolt, and like a Balloon Goldengo. Tinkaton into Veil is pretty annoying, I will admit. So he's probably going to get Rocks up, and there's nothing I can do about that. Although I can lead Ninetales and just go for a Veil immediately. But I think I can't really encore him. He would get up Rocks anyway. My Kyurem does look good if I get rid of that. I could consider leading with Gliscor. That could get Ice Spun. Or Ice Hammered, more like. And I don't really want that. I'll just leave Ninetales. He leads with Ogre Pawn. I do hope he doesn't crit me here. And if he Terras as well, that would be pretty annoying. If he wants to use his Terra immediately, he can, but I think I'll just go for the Veil. There's the crit. And I could go Kyurem here. I don't know that I want to, though. His Ivy Cudgel does not have a super strong chance to knock me out, only a 56%. And that crit initially, yeah, so he's not adamant. Or I could just go into Hatterene, is maybe the better play. Hatterene's quite good here. I think I'll go that as a mid-ground. Tinkaton comes in. Honestly, I think I'm okay just to pop the balloon. I could also go for... no, I can't go for the CM because his Mold Breaker would go through me. So I'll go for the Mystical Fire. There's nothing I can do to prevent Rocks going up. Goes for the Gigaton Hammer first. He could be Pickpocket, maybe. But probably he'll just end up going for Rocks here. So I'll just go for another Mystical Fire. Oh no, he didn't show Mold Breaker. So I highly doubt you'd want to stay in here. You could go to like Ting Lu or something. I don't think you just want to sack your Tinkaton. I could go for the Draining Kiss. I could go for the Calm Mind. But I don't want to just click Calm Mind here. But is there any real reason not to? Because I don't think you stay in. I think you do switch out here. Yeah, you go into the Ogre Pawn. And now I'm under Veil. And you can't encore me. So what I think I'll do is Draining Kiss into Psyshock. Let's Draining Kiss into Psyshock. That did a lot, yeah. I think I can just go for another D-Kiss. Or is it better just a Psy Shock? I kind of feel like D-Kissing again. It might be a little bit greedy, but I think I'll D-Kiss again just because I'm gaining health. Yeah, no reason not to do it again. I still have one more turn, so... That is such an annoying crit. So yeah, only play here is gotta go Zama and click Crunch, I guess. Because you wouldn't go into Tinkaton here. That would kind of be a throw, I feel like. You might go into Goldengo. And Crunch just comes off. KOs that. Him getting rocks up is gonna happen. It's gonna be pretty unfortunate. I have a chance to KO him, apparently. I guess I'll go for that. Hatterene's Mystical Fire did 38. Okay, so he's probably this set, or something similar. That was a pretty annoying crit. And crit me twice out of his 4 Ivy Cudgels, but that's the game. Can't complain too much. He doesn't really know what set I am, because I could be close combat, right? So maybe he doesn't want to go straight out into Tinkaton. And if he goes Raging Bolt, I might just try to get damage on that. My Kyurem also is looking quite strong if his Goldengo gets weakened. What can I set my Kyurem up on? If I get my Hail back up, I can set Kyurem up on the Dragonite. It would also be ideal for Tinglu to be chipped by a little bit, so he can't Whirlwind me out. He goes into Dragonite. Is this going to be some type of Hurricane, D-Knight, or something like that? I feel like my play is just going to be... But what are you doing here? Because I could be Ice Fang. Are you Terra Ghost or something? I'm going to go for the Iron Defense. He goes for the Dragon Dance. Okay, so I'll go for the Body Press. I'll hope you're not Terra Ghost. I think I'll go for another Iron Defense. I don't really know what's going on here, to be honest. Maybe I should just Body Press. Or is another Iron Def the play? Because if I get +2 more, it's still not KOing. What could he do here to really mess me up? A Terra Ghost would mess me up. I think I'll Iron Def one more time just to scout. Oh, he's Terra Flying. Okay. That would do it. Okay, so... I could go Tails here. And maybe into my own D-Knight. I should have just gotten the damage there, probably. I was too paranoid about something. So yeah, I'll just go Ninetales. And probably the play is to go Kyurem, unfortunately. Even despite how good it is. Gliscor is good too, though, so I can't count out Gliscor. So I think I'll just go Curem and go for the ice move. Thankfully, he didn't crit that one. He did get a nearly max roll, though. It depends what his gold Dengo set is. Would he be Scarf Gold on this team? Raging Bolt clicking Rest could also do well here. Goes into Tinkaton. I mean, you wouldn't actually go for a knockoff here, would you? Going Gliscor seems so risky. I don't want to just let him get up rocks for free. What I kind of want to do is go Gliscor here and then click Earthquake, but it's bad because he's just going to set rocks up. If the gold Dengo is, yeah. I'll just go for the Icicle Spear. Okay, he just went for the Gigaton. So I think what I'll do here is go Gliscor. But I don't want... he could have Thunder Wave. That's why I don't want to go Deonites, because he could have Thunder Wave. So I could go for Agility here, but he probably has Encore. So I'll just go for the Earthquake. Balloon Goldengo. Okay, that's not great. I can go Dragonite, I guess. Yeah, nasty plot. I can go for Rock Slide. Or Ice Spinner's probably just better. I do outspeed at least. And I can go for Earthquake here. Is there any real reason not to? I don't really think so. I just get that KO. Just go Zama. Because this is good versus the Bolt and stuff. Gliscor. And now I hope... I guess I have to click SD. Or at least Agility. I don't think Agility is really worth it. Because I can't click SD here, basically. Kind of depends on what his last is. On what his Raging Bolt is. Because Draco Meteor at +1 would KO me. But I don't know if that's what you would be on this team. I kind of feel like I have to hope for no Draco. Because if you're Calm Mind, right, you probably wouldn't be Draco. I'll just go for the SD. Let's see what happens. Goes for the Pulse, does not KO. Okay, that's good. And I'll just EQ. And just a few EQs should be okay here to take this down. EQ, go for another one. And that's good, game 1. So we'll move on to the next one of the series, which will be either Gen 8 or 7 OU. Alright, so the next game is Gen 8. And we're facing a Rillaboom Hippowdon team as an Excadrill. But we at least have Toxic Torn. We have Ferrothorn, which can help pressure the Rillaboom, Melm, and Hippo a little bit. Future Sight has no immunities, that's kind of cool, but he does have a Rotom, which is pretty annoying. Hopefully Nidoking can get some damage in. What is his Clef? Clef could be Calm Mind or Tricky Barb. And I'm not a huge fan of either of those. Tricky Barb in particular is pretty rough. Rotom could be Nasty Plot. I kind of just feel like leading with Tornadus and trying to find something out about his team. So yeah, there's his Torn. What I can do is I can Knock or I can Toxic. And now which one do I prefer his Torn have, assuming he's going to do one of those to me? Because Nidoking can KO with Ice Beam after Rocks, so I think I'm gonna go for a Knock. He's slower than me. He might Toxic me. Him Toxicing me wouldn't be the best outcome. But I'm also not a fan of like my Slowbro getting Toxic. So I think I can just... But having him T-Wave would be fine as well. If I U-turn here, I'm going into my Slowbro or Nidoking. And it's not too great. I'll just go for the Toxic. He U-turns. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. Was he my U-turn there? So I guess the next objective is to set Rocks. And I would assume this is the Defogger rather than the Rotom. Because there have been some Gen 8 Sand teams where Rotom is the Nasty Plotter. Now you could be Thunder Waving me here. And I don't think you go Tricky Barb. Oh, but I'm knocked off, so you might. I don't want to get my Slowbro barbed. That's what I don't want. I do really just want to click Knock Off here, honestly. If he's Tricky Barb, he's Tricky Barb. It's whatever. Like, Torn is good here, but it's not... Like, Rillaboom becomes really scary, but I want to say it's still manageable. I could go Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn maybe isn't the most crucial here. But he could just easily knock off my Ferrothorn. But I can start knocking with mine. It is also my Rotomancer, though, that's the thing. I don't have many Rotomancers. Yeah, I think for now... I think I'm gonna click Knock Off. Okay, he just went back to his Torn. Now what I could do is U-turn here. But I think I just want to click Knock Off again. As he goes for another U-turn, just to see if he is indeed... Okay, so this likely implies that he is a Tricky Barb Clef. Thing is, my Tornadus doesn't even do that much to Rillaboom. And there's nothing else that I really want, although maybe T-Tar can take it. T-Tar isn't the most important here. I think I'll go to that and just get some rocks up. He Thunder Waves. I'll just click rocks here because I know he'll be going into his Hippo for his own rocks. Okay, I can go for the Future Sight or for the Spike here. And I do kind of like the idea of getting off a knock, especially since his Torn is bootsless and poisoned and in the sand. So I think I'm going to try and pressure his team a bit more with my own knockoff from Ferrothorn. Yeah, just gonna go for rocks. So I'll just go for the knock here. And even on Torn, I could probably stay in. I mean, Heat Wave is a threat. He goes Rillaboom, alright. I got a nice crit. Lefties. Now, since this mon is such a threat to my team, I almost just want to click Body Press and get some damage. But his grassy terrain, because I feel like I either have to sacrifice Torn to this or sacrifice Ferrothorn, inevitably. I think I'll go for one Body Press. Now, how much is Drain Punch? Drain Punch into Grassy Glide, it could. I can at least bait him. Drain Punch did nothing, so he's like an extremely bulky Rillaboom. Knockoff might even not KO, so I kind of want to go for Toxic on this thing, actually. Because Heat Wave isn't going to do that much, that's the thing. It's just not going to do that much. Because he probably has like nearly max Spit F or something. Oh, wow, okay, he did get the KO. That is not what I wanted to see. I thought he would be a lot bulkier than that. Okay, I'm in trouble now. Okay. I can go Ferrothorn and go for Spikes, I guess, or just another Body Press. Or I could go Slowbro and Teleport. That's doing way too much. Okay, I'll go Ferrothorn to start. And he has to predict here if I'm gonna go Nidoking or not. And I don't know if I want to. It's kind of my revenge killer, isn't it? I can go for one press, I think. He does get me. Now, I almost want to go Nidoking again. I think I kind of have to. Yeah, it's not a play I want to make because it's pretty predictable, I think, but I kind of have to, I feel. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just go for the press. Okay, he just went for the knock, so I made the right play. I'm going Nidoking here, and I'll simply go for an Ice Beam. Could have gone for a Sludge Wave. That would have been much better, honestly. I can go for it now. He KO'd me. That sucks. I can go Excadrill and try to Iron Head flinch him, I guess. I should have just clicked Sludge Wave there. Yeah, he just breaks through everything. He just breaks through everything just fine. All right, good game. On to Gen 7. Okay, so I'm a Megaladi, and he has Hoopa, Lele, and Scizor. That's pretty tough, but I do have Toxic Spike's Gren. Toxic Spike Gren is like my way out of this, I feel. Because I can Toxic Spike, and then I can poison his Defog Zapdos, I think. I can also click T-Wave on stuff, which is pretty good. I believe he's Specs Hoopa Z Lele, I want to say. How much is Lele is going to be able to KO Clefable with Psychic? But I think Clef is still an okay lead. Rocks are really good here. I could lead with Ferrothorn too. But no, I don't want to get set up on by the Lele. I could also lead Heatran, but then he could easily just lead Lando, which is tough for me. I think Lando, however, might be Scarf on this team. Because I feel like you do lead Lele. I could go immediately with Heatran onto his Lele. And Phytinium doesn't KO. But then I'm kind of in a really bad spot versus his Scizor. So I'll just lead Clef. He leads Lando. I think I'm gonna go for the rocks. If he SDs here, that would suck, but... Okay, he went into his Chansey, which means he's going for rocks or something. I could go Gliscor and get my Toxic Orb up here, or I could go Ferrothorn and get up a Spike. And I kind of like... Actually, I like the Ferrothorn Leech Seed play. I think that's the play I like the most. It just covers everything. Yeah. Zapdos getting seeded is good. And, okay, you have to be Defog. Defog Roost. Would you be Defog Roost Heat Wave? I'm not sure. I'm gonna make a bit of a play and go for a Spike here. And I'm also going to say that you're not Choice Banded. I think you're Z, and I think you're special. So I'm going to go for a Power Whip. He Specs, and he hit the Focus Blast. Oh, that's not good. So he's Specs Hoopa Z Lele. Maybe then I can go Gliscor here and get an SD. I could go Gliscor or I could go Greninja. Thing is, I don't want him to, like, go Scizor. And then U-turn out into Zapdos, but it's not the worst in the world. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with going Gren and clicking T-Spike. Goes Chansey there. And honestly, I think I'll go Gliscor here. I might be speed time with Zap depending on how fast he is. But I don't think you can be HP Ice here. There's your Defog. And now I can try to click Facade. I could go for a Facade, or I could go for another greedy SD. Hoopa just outspeeds me. I think I'll go for a Facade. Lando comes out. So this is pretty clearly Scarf Lando. And naturally, I roost on his explosion. T-spikes are still quite strong here. Heatran is going to be a major piece of this puzzle. So here's the problem. He could be Z Psychic, or he could be Z Fighting. Would you go for the Psychium here? I don't know. Would you go for the Moonblast on Gren? Hold on. I don't know how much you're thinking about Gren right now, but I do need to keep it around. I could go Heatran, or I could even go like Clefable or Latios or something. I think I'll go Gren. Okay, we got him on the Shattered Psych. That's good. Now you shouldn't stay in here. I feel like maybe you would. It's kind of tough. I think I'll go for a Gunk Shot here. Okay. We connect, and Lele goes down. That's good. Now Gliscor is looking better. It would be nice if we outsped that Hoopa, but at least his Psychic terrain is gone. So what he could do here is go for a Thunder Wave. And that's something I'd rather him not do. But I also don't want him to go into Hoopa. I think I can go Clef here pretty safely. And now I can throw off a Thunder Wave, because why not, I guess? I mean, he doesn't really know. Yeah, okay, Hoopa comes in. Do connect the Thunder Wave on that. So now Scizor, or Gliscor, should be looking pretty darn good. If he gets the Spec Psychic off, it's kind of like, it's not great for me. I think maybe I'll go Latias is fine here. He did go for Dark Pulse, so I don't think you go for the Psychic here. I'm going to go back into Clef, because you could use this as a Scizor setup opportunity. Now, this is a little bit weird, because I can Moonblast you here. And rocks aren't that important for much else, so I think I'll just go for Moonblast. Okay, I can just go for Thunder Wave here, honestly. Maybe he's trying to, like, discharge para me or something. But I think I should be okay. I think I'll keep this Clef undischarged para'd. And Defog, Discharge HP Ice isn't really a set, so... I wonder if he'd be like Curse Scizor or something. How much did that U-turn do to my Clef? Clef did not. That was a Lando. Okay. Scizor did 13.5 to Clef with that U-turn. So I can probably go into it now and just get a Thunder Wave off, because these things can sometimes be like Curse. And to actually defeat Gliscor 1v1. Alright, he just goes for another good play. I don't want to get this thing parried, but he hasn't been really throwing out that many paras, so... I think I'll go for a Moonblast here. Soft-boiled. He doesn't really want me to stay in, I don't think. So I think he'll go for the S-Toss here. He went Scizor, good play. So if he were to attack me here, he would need a max roll to KO. So I think I'm just going to continue trying to paralyze this thing. And I can actually soft-boiled here. Actually, no, I don't know if there's much reason to do that. Okay, he lets me get the SD. So now that everything is literally parried, I don't know if there's any spot left for my Greninja. Latios isn't great either. I can either sack Greninja or sack Latios. Or sack Latios, I guess. Since I assume he's toxic, I think I'll sack Lati. It's a little less useful, I think. And I guess I'll just Mega Evolution and go for the Roost. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Heatran, and go for the Lava Plume. I think I'll go Gliscor here. And I can just throw off another Lava Plume. I could have been like roaring and stuff, but at some point he's gonna want to recover this. Again, I feel like this is okay with me. I could go for an SD here, but I think I'll just go to Tran again. Okay, he did go to Hoopa. It's kind of like whatever. I'll just go to Clef. If he goes for the Psychic, I can go into my Greninja. Yeah, and now I can just go Gren and get T-Spikes up, I think. Or I can go for... I don't think Soft Boil is a great play. Okay, he went into Chansey. I'll just Z all-out pummeling. It would be cool if he stayed in, because then Heatran could kind of just Lava Plume the team. Okay, cool. We do get the Z all-out pummeling. That should just KO the Chansey. Nice. Zapdos comes in. I don't see any reason not to just click Ice Beam here, honestly. Does a lot. He discharged. Does he get the para? He does not. Ice Beam again. And this should be a Gliscor win. Gliscor is so good. So we'll just go heat trend here to prevent any funny business. Just go for the lava plume. Because this scissor cannot touch my Heatran. Oh, nothing wrong with just clicking Lava Plume. Alright, and that's good game. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.